Hey guys, Sturge here, and we're back on the Town Hall 11 for the trivia push to Legend League. Right now I'm at 4,500 trophies into the Titans 2, with the goal for today being 4,700 trophies into the Titans 1. And to get to that goal, we're going to be using the usual armor which we have been using the past few episodes, which is the Queen Charge, the Dragon, and the Goblin attack strategy. But we're going to switch up the Clan Castle spells and use the newest spell, which was recently added in the most recent update, which is the Ice Block spell. It uses a bit, and it is a pretty good spell to use if you have the action figure equipment equipped for your queen, which I can show you how to use this spell with the action figure equipment here in a couple of seconds as we get to our first attack of the day as we push our way up to Titan 1. And we got our first base here, a Town Hall 14 worth 23 trophies. There's the Town Hall towards the bottom, so we're going to head down here with our Queen Charge. Check for any Clan Castle troops, and there aren't very good, so we'll head down here towards the bottom, trying to avoid the air defense, which is over here at the left. So we'll drop the Queen right about here with a Seeking Airmine Balloon to test for any of those, and drop a couple of troops on each side of the Queen to path her in towards the Town Hall. We can't drop a big dragon over here at the left on this cannon because of that air defense, but I think the Queen will eventually head in towards the center here. We have a rage ready to go if we do need it for her here. Baby Dragon still working, taking down a couple of shots onto that mortar, and I think we'll drop a rage right about here to get the Queen back up and get ready with a Baby Dragon over here at these left buildings right about now as the Queen targets to that air defense, and we'll head up towards the top. Gonna get ready with our Queen ability to show off the Ice Block spell, so we'll show it off right now as we use that there. It does lock on to, or the Inferno Tower is now onto our giant here, so we'll drop the Ice Block to block all damage from that there. So we still have the Queen working through, taking down those skeletons as the giant is now blocking the damage, and allow for time for the Queen to take down a couple of these buildings. But we need a freeze for that Inferno. Almost getting the Queen taken down there with a late freeze, but we do take down that there. It will probably take on the Inferno Tower now. No, we need one more freeze. Another almost misclick there with a delayed freeze, and we have one more rage to go. But we can go with our other troops over here with the Warden and the balloons over here, dropping that there, and we'll poison, and maybe actually we don't need to freeze because we will take down that Inferno fairly easily. One more freeze onto this with a rage. I haven't used our wall breakers, but we'll use them now, which do actually take down the higher level walls. The Town Hall 14 walls can get broken by our Town Hall 11 wall breakers, and we have almost at 50% now. Still Queen going with the Queen Charge. The Warden and stuff did pretty good over here at the left as we get the pretty easy 2-star on this Town Hall 14. We'll drop our Invis a little too late there, but we still have basically our entire army to go over here at the right side as we drop the remaining troops to get the extra percentage for the 50% here. Drop in that King ability, which will take down the last couple of buildings for that 3-star or the 2nd star on this Town of 14. Definitely getting a 3-star against these max Town of 14, but we'll end that there, getting a +7 from this one here for a 2-star. Now, using the Ice Block spell is pretty dependent on the base. Like this one here, we probably won't even need to use it, to be honest, because you mainly want to use it around the single target Infernos. We have this Town Hall 14 here worth 23 trophies. The Town Hall is in the center of the base, but we do have our super wall breakers to break open in towards the Eagle Artillery compartment here. So we're going with our Queen down here with their Queen Charge, a couple of Goblins on the Collectors towards both sides. And we'll get a wall break going for the Queen to head in towards this compartment here. We'll take down the King pretty easily. She is at about half health, getting pretty low in the red there, but she gets back up after taking down the King there. 2.5 minutes left in the raid. We can get going with our couple of pathing troops over here for the King, and another wall break here to break open the King into there. Another wall break over here for the Queen to head in to the Eagle Artillery compartment. Gets taken down by the Teslas or whatever there that took down that wall breaker. King working through over here at the right. We can drop a Baby Dragon over here, and we can also use our Invis spells to path the spiky ball in a certain direction to head back over to the Inferno to take that down. So we can use a Baby Dragon here to, or I guess a new one because of that enemy Queen, to take down these extra buildings here for some more percentage. We'll drop a big dragon over here with a couple more. We can drop as much troops as we want because we did take down the Eagle Artillery. We still haven't used our spells, so I guess we can use our first one here. May not even need to use our Queen's ability because we are pretty close to the Town Hall and there isn't really anything around it to defend itself besides the weapon from the Town Hall. We may not have left in the raid, and I think we can drop our Queen's ability here with a Rage to go through. We can't use our Ice Block because the Queen is a little too close to the Giant, so we'll just let that run and take down the Town Hall for that first star. The Giant actually destroys the wall for the Queen. You can use the action figure as a wall breaker to destroy the walls to help the Queen path in further into the base. We can drop a freeze and another rage for the Queen here, as that poison Town Hall damage does a little bit. And I guess we can drop our balloons with the warden's ability over here to take down the last few buildings for the 50% here. We want to take down this scatter shot for the achievement, so we'll take that down pretty easily. The Inferno over at the left as well. And 40 seconds left in the raid. Looks like the Queen got a tornado trap, which doesn't allow her to get that scatter shot taken down. So we'll end off the raid here. Another 7 trophies for another 2-star. On to our next attack, we got this Town Hall 14 worth 24 trophies. You don't really have to worry about the clan castle because it is on the other side, but there isn't anything inside of there. As we're heading up to the top right to attack this Town Hall here, we'll drop the Queen, I guess, right in front of this ward, which will immediately attack our Queen. We'll drop our Queen charge here with a couple of troops on both sides to path her into the base, and we'll drop a Rage for the Queen to take down the enemy Warden. And a couple more goblins up here as the Queen's heading up towards the top of the base. She should head up towards the storage and then back down towards the expo, but I guess she'll head in towards the Town Hall here, which is good. We can take that down pretty easily there. We'll drop a goblin up here to take down these collectors, a rage for the Queen as she takes down the Town Hall, and we'll head down towards, I guess, the bottom of the base to get some decent percentage with our King. We'll drop a couple of troops on both sides, I guess Baby Dragon as well, and the King will get some percentage down there towards the bottom. Back up as the Queen takes down the Town Hall, getting ready with a freeze for the Inferno here, another rage, and having to use that Queen's ability. We'll get a ice block going for the Giant here to soak up some of that damage as the Queen takes down a couple more of these buildings, as we get a freeze going for that Inferno as the Giant does die off from taking too much damage from that Inferno tower. And I guess we'll drop an invis for the Queen here to take a couple more buildings down before she does die off, and we still have our Warden, which we can drop down here towards the bottom on this wizard tower to get the last bit of percentage. One more building to take down for the 50% against this Town Hall 14, and not too bad. Going to end off this one here for a +8 this time against a Town Hall 14. And on to our final attack of the day, this Town Hall 14 worth 25 trophies. It looks to be a complete max Town Hall 14, so hopefully we can get a 2-star on this one. Heading over to the right as usual to go for the closest side to the Town Hall, dropping some goblins on both sides of the Queen to take down these collectors, and while breaking into the base to allow for the Queen to head in to this first compartment. There are a ton of defenses, so we may have a good use case for our action figure from the Queen to use the ice block on to show that off a bit more, because I haven't really shown it off too much. It is really dependent on the base design, like I said earlier. I think we'll use our rage here to take down the enemy King and then head down towards the bottom here and get the King going into the base with a couple of goblins and a baby dragon on both sides. We'll take down a bunch of buildings down here towards the bottom, getting ready with a freeze onto the single for the King. Maybe even another rage for the Queen here. We're getting the rage going. I did actually activate the Queen's ability, so we'll drop an ice block here. I did actually get the Queen into that there, and I did miss the Inferno ability there. We'll get another ice block, making sure to drop it ahead to soak up all the damage and not get the Queen inside of that ice block as well. She'll help and take down most of these expos and scatter shots and stuff like that. We still have one more rage to go with a bunch of freezes and invis to drop as well, which we should be able to get the Town Hall pretty easily. We'll head over to, I guess, the left side of the base where we can drop our balloons with the
what's it called, the Warden, and we'll get a rage and poison onto the enemy queen for the Town Hall to go down as well, dropping the Warden ability, taking out a bunch of buildings over at the left, 45%, 46 in climate, we take down the Town Hall for that first star, and just dropping a bunch of baby dragons around the outside now to get that 50% to end off this raid here for the second star. Still keeping a bunch of our spells to use as well, not even needing them as we get that second star, ending off the raid for a +8 trophies. If we head back to the base, we get up to our goal for today and getting that star bonus as well. Not too bad, I don't need it at all, but we get to our goal for today at 4,700 trophies inside of Titans 1. If you'd like to see more attacks with the action figure equipment, check out the video linked on screen now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.